So, you were telling me about Doom, and unknown story about where the origin of the name of Doom comes from.
Yes, this is a true story. So John Carmack came up with the word Doom, and a couple years ago, I asked him. I said, John, where did you come up with the word Doom? And he said that he was watching that old movie, The Color of Money, with Tom Cruise. Yes, and there is a scene where Tom Cruise walks into the pool hall, and he's got his pool cue in this case, and he lays the case down on the table, and I think there was either a girl or some other actor in the movie says, "What do you have in the case?" And he opens the case and says, "Doom." And John said, "That's cool," and he had this vision of opening up a laptop and saying Doom. So that's how John came up with the name Doom. Isn't that amazing?
Does Tom Cruise get any royalties from this? Is this how he set up the whole Scientology thing?
maybe, yes. But yes, it was from The Color of Money. Isn't that an amazing story?
I like that. I like that little nugget that has perhaps never been revealed before. All exclusive. I like it. Well, talking about the original Doom, talking about the new stuff. So, Doom 4, yeah?
Oh, oh boy. You know I'm here talking about Doom 3. Yes.
I love this. The last time I was talking to you, we were fencing with the idea about Doom 4, and you was just like, no.
Yes, I'm still saying no on that. I mean, again, when we have something to talk about and show, we will talk about it and show it. But we have a really great bundle here.
In Doom 3, yes.
Yes.
You know, what are you showing here at Gamescom?
So at Gamescom, we have, up in the consumer area, all Doom 3 in 3D. So we went to E3 with it, and we only had a few kiosks that in 3D. But we had such a positive response that we decided, you know what, let's show it all in 3D. You know, so for everyone. And you know, myself, I was a little hesitant. I'll be honest. I was a little hesitant about the whole 3D thing. But I have to tell you, it's really cool, especially now that we can play Doom 3 on a console. You can sit in your couch. You got your big screen TV and your big speakers, and it's the way to play. It's really cool. I mean, seriously. I mean, I really enjoy it. Yes.
I've just got a picture of you in your pants doing this at home.
Yes. I have a new theater media room with a big 10-foot screen, and I had like 6-foot imps throwing fireballs at me. It's amazing.
You know I hate you right now, right? In fact, I think the whole world hates you now. You know, damn you, sir, damn you. Let's ease off that though. Let's ease off the hate. Talking about the new content in it, okay? One thing maybe touch upon is you guys are reapproaching a game that pre-exists, but you're making new content for it. How do you almost have to retrofit the ideas that you had back then into it? Because I mean, obviously enough, we've progressed. We expect new things from games. How do you merge the two?
Yes, you were absolutely correct. It was definitely a challenge, especially coming off a game as sophisticated as Rage, especially with the Rage AI. Everyone knows Rage AI was great, you know. So the same level designers that worked on that, you know, I asked them, hey, you need to make some Doom 3. They love the idea, and they love going back. And one of the things we did, so it wasn't really difficult working on the content. But what we did, and which I think gamers will really appreciate, is we went back through all the original Doom 3 levels and found areas that were originally frustrating, or ideas that we thought were good at the time that weren't really very good. For instance, we had this one area in the original Doom where you walk up these steps, and the steps fall out behind you for no reason, and these imps spawn in front of you. So you're stuck at the top of this staircase with nowhere to go. And we're like, that wasn't good. So, you know, we've modified that. So it's been really exciting to go back and to find those areas that just with a little extra attention just make for a much better game. So that's one of the cool things about this package that most other retro or like combo package games that don't do. They just re-released a game. But we actually tried to improve it while we re-released it.
I was gonna say, is there a danger almost of doing that improvement about you have to draw a line somewhere? We're going to talk about like George Lucas now and everything that's on the Star Wars. It's almost like that, where it's like, where's the right level here between just a little bit of treatment that improves the experience but makes it the same feeling?
You're right. There is a balance. But I think that we really nailed it on the head. A lot of people were worried, which is surprising, but a lot of people were worried about the whole flashlight thing. They're like, you know, you're going to ruin the suspense. But the way that we made it rechargeable. So you can have it on all the time, but it doesn't stay on permanently. And the way people play and the way they experience a game, they're still going to jump out and get scared when demons appear. It still has a moody, atmospheric game. It's still pretty dark, even though we made it brighter. So there is a fine line, but I think our fans will appreciate it.
Just sort of talking about the flashlight, was there any sort of thought about perhaps offering an option where people can choose whether to do it classic style or new style?
No.
I love that straight away. No.
I mean, if you don't want it, don't turn. I mean, if you want to play it classic style, don't hit the little button. Yeah. It's that simple, and it really is a better way of playing the game.
I sort of feel bad given that there's so much in this to concentrate just on the flashlight. It's like, but like you said, it's part of the atmosphere of the game.
Yes, and really the flashlight's kind of like been the catalyst for us to do a lot of different changes. For instance, like the sound, we sweetened all the sound effects. John actually went in and took the very responsive input code from Rage, added it into Doom 3, and then improved it. So, and he was very proud of the fact that he removed 16 milliseconds off of when you push a button and an action appears in the game. So on the console, this game is so responsive, and it really is so fluid and solid feeling.
Have you tried the Oculus Rift at all?
Yes, I have.
How did you find it?
You can't lean forward. You need to like stay straight. But we get a lot of questions on, are you guys making that? Just to kind of clear things up.
I think I was a bit of confusion about it at the start whether John was working or not.
Yes. So John likes the idea of these virtual reality systems, and he found that one was one that he preferred. But we're not attached to that. If other manufacturers want to make the headsets, we can definitely look at those. But John wants to create kind of a standard where other developers can if they apply these techniques, can add this, it can support these types of headsets. And John feels that it's the really cool new peripheral, like we have the Move and the Kinect and the Wii. This can be one of those, and so that's one of the reasons why he's worked on supporting that hardware.
And sort of turning back to Doom 3 and perhaps in a way talking about reappraising the game at this time, you're packaging BFG Edition with the original Doom, Doom 2, and then Doom 3. How do you feel about perhaps the differences, maybe even the similarities between Doom 1 and 2 and 3? I mean, they feel like very different beasts.
Oh, yes. And a number of people have asked us, have you made any changes to Doom 1? No. That would be blasphemy. But
you wouldn't be alive at the end of this year.
Yes, I would be in big trouble. There are differences, but technology changed. Our thinking evolved, from the previous games. Because I worked on the Ultimate Doom back in '95. So I've been there through all the Dooms, and it's interesting to see how our philosophy in games have even changed from Doom 3 to Rage, and
Doom 4,
and and any other unannounced titles that we do in the future. But it's cool to see that the evolution of not only the industry but of ourselves as game designers.
And honest to God, this isn't a Doom 4 in Feral, right? But looking at that evolution, what do you see? What is Doom to you? I mean, what's the character of Doom? What's the personality of Doom now?
Again, to quote John, because I love quoting John, Doom is demons and shotguns. It is an intense, personal experience that has a level of fear. But in the end of the day, you are the hero, and you are the hero that against all odds wins, and you are a good guy. That's why you fight evil.
I think that's really the final word we need to say on it, because I feel it will be repetition if we keep going on about this. Can you sort of talk us about Doom and Doom 2 multiplayer?
Oh, yes. So for the original Dooms, we have 4-player deathmatch, 4-player co-op. And you can play that split screen, so you're going to need that big TV set to do that.
Or come around your house to play.
Or come to my house. You're always welcome. And we'll do it in 3D. But yes, the classic Dooms support that, as well as Doom 3. We had 4-player deathmatch, team deathmatch, tournament modes as well.
I might have actually asked you this at E3, but yeah, what do you want the legacy of Doom 3 to be?
So what I want people to think of or to think about when they go to purchase this is they get all the Dooms. And, they may have not had a computer fast enough to play Doom 3, but they can play it on their console. Or their dad played Doom 1, but they never played it. They've heard of it, but they've never experienced it. Those are the people. And then also, if you consider yourself a scholar of video games, then you have to have Doom 1, Doom 2 in your collection. And this is the best way to get everything Doom.
Tim, as always, an absolute pleasure, mate. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you.